Today's reading is for a male Aquarius. We are using the cross layout, the cross spread, however you would label it. This spread can give you a very clear and concise reading. And let me say again, this spread can. So the first card, the first three cards are the heart of what is going on right now. Direction. The second card in the heart of what is going on right now is sacred space. And your next card is release. Those are the three cards at the heart of what is going on right now. Your next card is the first card in your present path. The next card is your alternative path. Battle. The next card is the first card in influences to work with. Scavenge. The next card is influences to work around. Self-interest. The next card is the second card on your present path. Distraction. The next card is the card in your alternative path. This card is the second card in influences to work with. Isolation. The next card, influences to work around. Wrath. The next card is the last card in your present path. Luck. This card is the last card in your alternative path if you so choose. The next card is the last card in influences to work with. Trickery. And the last card in your influences to work around is abundance. Let's dig a little bit deeper. At the heart of what is in your life now. The first card is direction. Direction brings clarity and it creates a roadmap to success. The direction card is a call for you to find your North Star, your point on the map that represents your big goal. The destination that no attraction can lure you away from. And when you know exactly where you are going, you will then be able to stay focused. And you will be able to recognize when an opportunity is nothing more than a tempting diversion from your goal. The next card in what is going on right now is sacred space. Sacred space is your sanctuary. When you receive this card in a reading, it is a call to rejuvenate your spirit. Time to connect with the healing energy of your sacred space. Make time to connect with this space, as it will help you center your energy and recharge your spirit. You have to make time for yourself. And then last card in what is going on right now, you have a lot going on right now. Diversions. You're not making up enough time to heal yourself. And now release. Release is the next step. This card comes when you need help moving forward or accepting an ending. It is time to move on and rise up and release yourself from the past. The release card is a transition between letting go and moving on. It is that moment when we become aware we can no longer hold on to the past or an event that cannot be altered. This may be the time to consider if your situation is blocked or impacted by something that you need to release. Let's go to your present path, the one you are on right now. And the first one is gifts. Gifts during a reading may appear as a reminder for you to be grateful for all the good things that has happened during the situation you are in right now. And a reminder that gifts come in all shapes and sizes. Not everything needs to be shiny or valuable. Sometimes that gift is simply a smile or someone holding the door for you. Distraction appears in our reading when your attention is focused on daydreaming or engaging in activities that take you away from doing your work, that in the end will create success. Distraction can be as simple as being lured into binging your favorite TV show, chatting on the phone with your best friends. When distraction is pulled, you may need to consider if the situation you are inquiring about is in fact nothing more than a distraction. Something that is taking your attention away from something way more valuable. It may also serve as a warning that a successful conclusion may be at risk due to something drawing your attention away from your goal. The last card in the path that you are on is luck. Luck does not happen by accident. It feels that way. Luck occurs when we are in the right position at the right time with the right skill. When it appears in your reading, good fortune is coming, but it will be your talents that will seal the deal. Let me explain. So imagine being fortunate enough to be on an elevator with the person you have been wanting to pitch an idea to. It's only luck if you are prepared and ready to articulate your vision. Otherwise, it's just another elevator ride, my friend. Let's check out your alternative path if you so desire. Your alternative path, the very first card is battle. Now this is a path if you so choose to follow. Crows are incredibly territorial and will fight intruders to maintain order within their space. You may find defensive feelings are brewing, whether internal or external. If you have stepped on some toes or entered into someone's territory uninvited, be prepared to deal with the consequences. Now, this card may also indicate that you will need to defend yourself against someone attempting to infiltrate your space, your sacred space. This may indicate that when it comes to your situation and the battle that is brewing, there may not be much in the way of outside support for either side. The next card is territory. We have already established crows are very territorial. They have distinct groups, and they will not hang out too long on a block that is not theirs. Territory indicates someone, here it is again, someone may be entering your space uninvited, or that you may be the one who is the intruder. This card asks if you are protecting something out of concern that someone may be trying to step on your toes or take over something you cherish. When this card appears in a reading, you need to consider what boundaries are in place or if you need to place boundaries. Would the situation benefit from ground rules? The very last card on your alternative path, if you so choose to follow, is resistance. Resistance brings an obstacle or adds friction to a situation. Ideas that you once had that would have sailed into completion now require a little extra work. Resistance might manifest itself as a need for approval from an outside influence, and that takes longer to achieve. When this card appears in your reading, you are asked to be adaptable and find the path of least resistance. Let's go to influences that can be worked with. And I stress, can be worked with. And the very first one is scavenge. Again, this is influences you could work with. The scavenge card will appear more frequently as you jump around from one opportunity to another. Use this time to gather information and determine what you like and what you don't like, what you can and won't settle for. This card may also appear if you have been simply taking what you can get instead of directing your attention toward the steps that would lead you to something much more substantial. The next card is the isolation card. And the isolation card brings to surface feelings associated with abandonment. And it can represent a block centered around a fear that your actions may lead to not being accepted or removed from a group. The fear of being cast aside might result in you limiting your potential and withholding ideas or suppressing inspiration. And the last card in the influences you could work with is trickery. And trickery takes many shapes and sizes, from the innocent trickery to get someone out of the house so you can plan that birthday party, to an employer using their position to get you to work overtime, promising a promotion that you know will never materialize. When trickery is pulled in a reading, it is a signal to be aware and to be more conscious of the actions of the people around you. Because someone is, and let me say it again, someone is trying to employ a bit of deception to get what they want. So if you have a contract to sign, give it a closer look. This card also indicates that you could benefit from allowing some innovative and creative thinking. Let's go over to influences you have no choice but to work with. The first card is self-interest. This card says, be aware of the actions taken by those around you, as someone may try to come in and take more than their fair share. Being selfish isn't always bad. In the short term, you may be perceived as selfish, but in the long term, your decision may benefit all those involved. And again, these are the influences you have no choice but to work with. Wrath is the second card on this must work with path. Wrath adds an element of anger, as if you couldn't tell. It is a very angry looking card. And again, wrath adds the element of anger and the element of revenge. And it's not just enough for the offender to know that you are angry. They also must feel or experience that anger in some way. You must consider the energy that you are creating from your anger. Is it one that in the end creates positive change? Or are you creating resentment that fuels desire for future revenge? Wrath, that anger mutates and splinters, it creates a breakdown in a relationship and brings negative emotions. The very last card in your path on the influences you must work with is abundance. And abundance is a reminder that there is a place where you too will find a myriad of possibilities. So focus your energy and your attention on not what you lack, but what you know is out there waiting for you. Let your intuition guide you. This card may also appear in a reading if you need a reminder. If you need a reminder that from your current position, you might not see what is out there waiting for you. Most of the time, this card represents a positive outcome. But because we know crows and that they can be a bit cheeky, the meaning could very well indicate an abundance of something less favorable. For example, an abundance of too much water in your basement. This is your path that you must work with. You have no choice. So, caution, maybe. Caution. Hopefully you don't spring a leak. And that is the end of the cross reading for an Aquarius male. If you like this type of content, please give my video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Check out my membership levels. We would love to have you in the family. Have the best day ever, and I will see you in the next video.